Nashville's number one for all the hits. It's Hot 106.7. Joined by the incredible...
What's up, baby? It's Max here in Nashville. Let's go. Hot 106.7.
Yes! Oh my gosh. Okay, so we're going to get into all the fun stuff that you're doing here in Nashville. But first, this is such a full circle moment because I was so late to the party when Lights Down Low came out.
Yes.
I don't know where I was, but I saw a video of Dietrich doing a dance to it.
Yes.
Heard the song, was obsessed, immediately tweeted you and was like, Max, I just discovered this song. I'm obsessed. And you were one of the first artists, back in 2016, 2017, ever to acknowledge a tweet of mine.
Oh, I love that.
I was
what a great story.
I know. So I was like, I get to hang out with Max today.
Well, thanks for the love on that song.
Oh my gosh. Absolutely.
Yeah, Hot 106.7 gave a lot of love to the Lights Down Low. That was awesome. I remember, working it and giving love, and you were playing it so much here, so thank you.
Oh, of course. Of course. Now, you're in Nashville. You have a show.
Yeah, Brooklyn Boulder Night. We did some bowling to prep for the show, and then we got the show for real tonight.
Are you a bowler?
Yes, and I am. It's nothing hurts more than when you bowl badly, when you are such a proud bowler. I have the ball and the shoes and the case at home. And so, today there was a lot of expectation for me to do well, and it was atrocious. I felt there's nothing that just feels as embarrassing as that when people are expecting you to be great.
People who have their own bowling ball and shoes is a rare breed.
Yeah. I haven't whipped them out in a long time. I haven't been bowling in 2 years or something crazy because I just was not going to a lot of bowling alleys for obvious reasons.
How long have you been an avid bowler?
I think it was the night, I used to do bowling nights every week, and it was a fun way where it's you could get people together that you wouldn't get lunch or dinner with or hang out at your house, but you still want to see them sometimes, they're nice people. So it's your bowling buddies, So we would do that every week, and we'd have 50 to 80 people show up, and it was just this little cute thing. So bowling night, baby.
Now, what they say about, the expression, bad rehearsal, good show. So bad bowling day, fantastic show tonight at Brooklyn Bowl.
That's the hope. Let's go. I love that. I would love that. Yes, please.
So I adore your energy at your meet and greets. I love the connection that you have with your fans, and I know they're going to get such a fun treatment tonight in Nashville. How cool has it been to have people jump on your back and take pictures with you at your tour?
I don't let them jump on my back. I don't want to break, but a lot of people ask me to jump on their back, which at this point I feel like I shouldn't have put out there that I do that because I get that request a lot. Because I am a short king, so it is. Sometimes they're like, "Let me just pick you up," and I'm like, "Whoa, wait! I don't want to hurt you or break your back," But
sure.
That has been really cute. There's been so many cute meet and greet poses, and I just love getting creative. We've dropped it down. Gotten juicy. It's been fun.
We've gotten juicy. I want that on a t-shirt. That on your next merch drop.
Yes.
Getting juicy.
Oh yes.
Oh, fantastic.
Oh yes.
So let's go all the way back for a second. So you grew up performing in front of your parents in your underwear, just, in the kitchen, where have you.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like people in our generation, that is such a universal uniting experience because I, too, with my best friend, would do concerts in the basement, force our parents to watch.
Love.
Right?
Obsessed.
What was your go-to song?
Reenact The Lion King. I would reenact The Lion King, because I grew up in New York, so I'd see that show on Broadway a lot, and that was it, I guess. I was just right in the middle of the living room table. It was a circular table. Everybody was around it, and that was the moment. It was. I wouldn't reenact it now, but whatever it was definitely apparently a sight to see. I don't know how long it went to. They would be like, "You reenact the entire show." I'm like, "Y'all were not sitting there for an hour. That'd be crazy."
Oh my gosh.
But maybe they were. Maybe it was the full experience.
Putting on all the prosthetic puppet things that ever
I come out and I'm a giraffe, and then that would have been amazing.
The short king as a giraffe, absolutely.
I think I just was in my underwear and just pretending to be the giraffe, but it was quite the first show to put on, I guess.
Oh my gosh, fantastic!
Yeah.
And since you are in Nashville, a part of your story that I think would be particularly inspiring for all of the young creatives here in Nashville is that your time on Nickelodeon, you were signed to a label. But you weren't allowed to put out your own music.
Oh yes. Right? You mean while I was on Nickelodeon? Yeah, in real life, yes, I was. Yeah, I was a shelved boy at the record label I was under, and that's why I did a bunch of covers on YouTube and stuff. That was my little loophole. I could do covers, and then I finally got out of that deal, quote unquote, and then I did my own independent thing for a long time, and you just kind of got to roll with the punches. We all have our own stories, and it's okay if it's rocky. You figure it out.
Well, the reason I bring that up is because in Nashville, it's a beautiful, sort of interesting cycle, but I'm sure for the songwriter themselves, it can be very defeating and invalidating. Is people in Nashville make their money singing covers every night in every bar downtown. And that's really cool. And that's a really cool opportunity for them. But I know that everybody wants to get paid and wants to be known for singing their originals.
Of course.
And so knowing that you went through that period of like, okay, well, I can do what I can do.
Yeah.
And you did it. And here you are.
Amen. Yeah, you just figure it out. It definitely is one of those things that I relate deeply to, the struggle of feeling like, when is my time gonna come when those songs will be my own songs, and I'm very grateful that for any of the songs, but it is, Lights Down Low was that first one for me, that it's so cool to see when people cover it now. Like, I know the guitar player on Keith Urban's tour played it every night at the show, which I would keep seeing videos of, and those are those little surreal moments where you just like, you know what, it was worth the wait, and it's always going to be worth the wait. So just keep grinding, baby. You'll get there.
Oh, beautiful. Always worth the wait. Now, the talented songwriter that you are, you have written several songs with or for BTS,
yes,
or
indeed.
Members
Yes.
of BTS.
Mm-hmm.
I'm fascinated to know what their writing process is like and how you are incorporated into that process, like how it meshes with your own.
Oh yeah, it's fascinating. Everybody has their own process, and theirs is one of my favorites just because I feel like I adapt to it well, but it's really cool that they are very particular. They know what they want. They know their references. They know the teams tell you exactly what they're looking for. And oftentimes when you get that from other people, it's usually the opposite of that. Like, you'll get that from certain artists, and it's like they actually went with the song that sounded nothing like that reference. But every time they've sent me a reference, it's exactly what they want. And the thing that I do that ends up working is exactly what they wanted the whole time. So it's cool that they are so particular. They're so open. They're so kind. And the process itself, like, I wrote 6 songs in the course of like 3 months over 2 tracks for their last project. And I didn't even know that Yet to Come, which was the song I got to be a part of, was chosen until I saw them play their SoFi Stadium show. And one of the members of their team kind of spilled the beans and let me know, which was amazing. So yeah, it's one of those things where and even now I've been working on some kind of secret projects, and I just keep coming back. Like, every off day on this tour, I've written with some of my crew members to certain tracks over and over again, and you just keep hitting it. You just keep going for it, new melodies, but always the same theme, which I appreciate. So that's kind of how it works. That was a hard. I didn't really get particular about it. I think I'm so careful with it because they're such a secretive group. But I love that. It's like anything I love, you just keep going for it. If you don't get it the first try, you might get it the 6th try. You never know. But funny enough, for Yet to Come, that was the first try, and then I kept writing more songs, but I didn't know the first try worked out, so I just kept kind of throwing songs into the ether and hoping that maybe one would stick.
Whether it's music or content or what have you, it's always the one that either just is seamless and just sort of rolls out that just blows up or becomes the one. I think that's so fun.
Yeah, I wrote it on a plane from LA to New York. Like, I had the track and I was just in my
And you had the time?
I had the time, and I was like, I'm going to this is my start. I'm going to go for it. And it just kind of came, and I recorded the demo in my childhood bedroom in New York with my partner Ryan, just a mic, rigged to the table, and then I was like, I hope that was good enough, but I'll just keep moving. I'll just keep writing more. So yeah, that was how it happened.
And Yet to Come is nominated for a Grammy.
It's crazy.
Congratulations.
I'm humbled to be a small part of it. It's so cool.
Oh my gosh, that is so fascinating. So your daughter, Edie,
Yes.
she just turned 2 literally a couple days ago, right?
Yeah, it's the best. She's the coolest.
How does she do when Daddy's on tour?
She is a trooper. She's our little rock star. She checks out every venue. She plays the drums during sound check. She's incredible. That's one of my favorite part of this tour. Get to see her in all these different cities and just how adaptive she is. Kids are amazing, and she is the most amazing kid for me. So she just left today. This was the last day for the tour for her. So it was bittersweet, but I'll miss cuddling her. I got 1 week left, and she's my little princess.
Oh, now, a typical question for artists is when they're a new dad is, how has that changed your songwriting? But I think the fact that she was born during the height of the pandemic, and now we're kind of coming out of it, she may not remember cognitively a lot of what's happened, but how has being a new dad throughout this very interesting time in the world. How has that affected you personally? How has it affected your music at all?
I feel like it's just, it was the perfect moment of a new chapter when you get to that next phase of your life where you just know, all right, it's never going to be the same again, but it also, in the best way, is never going to be the same again. And I just kind of leaned in, and I get to spend time with her, and this is the first real tour I've had in all that time, so I've gotten to really just like see her grow up, and it's pretty special. So if anything, it just goes to show, make the time, be present with those people you love, because it does go quick, and I'm going to do a whole lot more of that after I get off the road.
Yay. So you have a bunch of new songs out that you've released recently. I was actually on my run today. I was listening to Wasabi on repeat.
Let's go, Queen.
Yes.
I love it.
Tell us some more about your new music and what you have out now and what's coming. I know you mentioned secret projects. Maybe we can't talk about those. But
what's coming? Well, yeah, I mean, back to that other question. I wrote a song in the hospital with her in my arms. That's on the next album. That's that one is a really special one, and there's definitely a lot inspired by her and this next phase, and it's been really wonderful to sort of accept and also see what blossoms with these new experiences, because 20-year-old me didn't know what it was like to be a dad. So I'm trying to find sort of those songs that feel forever and also very present in this moment, and that's been really the theme of it. And then I've been really diving into, I grew up on like 70s soul, so Etta James and Stevie Wonder and James Brown, and so combining that songwriting with that energy and that feel has been my big goal.
You collaborate with so many artists. It's really so cool how versatile you are. What is something recently from another artist that you have learned when it comes to songwriting? And then what's something that you think you've taught another artist recently, or something they really took away from you?
I love that question. I would say there's no right or wrong way to write a song, which is such a great thing to realize. And I think like Evergreen, the Omar Apollo song, is such a good example that it's so, there's so much emotion in it. It comes from such a raw place, and sonically it kind of surprises you as it goes. Like it hits sections that the build up main section that we know from the TikTok thing and everything else. It's just like that section, it doesn't necessarily fit with the rest of the song in a traditional songwriting moment, but it's such a special song because of those risks. So it's cool that I am constantly learning that just because the ABA, whatever, chorus, all those things that you hear, like it nothing matters. As long as the song hits somebody, then it's the right song. And what have I taught? Hopefully the power of like even that BTS collab with Suga, with him speaking his own language on the song and us combining two languages on one song with English and Korean, and I didn't really plan that. It just happened naturally because we embraced each other's world and artistry. I think there's no boundaries, and I hope that people take that from my music, that maybe you've heard Lights Down Low, and that's more of a traditional song, but also it excites me with the Blueberry Eyes because that's not something I ever expected to do. So just be open to the world, and there's so much music and so many amazing artists, so let your songwriting just reflect an honest emotion, and then whatever language, whatever artist, you never know who's going to jump on it and make it even more special.
And props to you for learning the Korean for Blueberry Eyes and
that's
nailing it.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, that's been like the most fun challenge to keep trying to get better at it.
Yes.
Thank you.
I love the lessons we're going to walk away from this. Like, you got to keep grinding.
Yeah.
It's worth the wait.
Yep.
And what you just said kind of ties in with my life motto, which is there are no rules and nobody knows what they're doing.
Always. Yeah, baby. Amen. Amen.
Max, fantastic. Thank you so much for hanging out with us today.
Thank you.
We appreciate you.
Thank you for the beautiful research and wonderful interview. Appreciate you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yay.
Thanks, guys.